I saw this video the other day with Ashton. It popped up on his recommended. We already watched it, so this isn't like a reaction, but I wanted to watch it with you guys because it was it was interesting.
I created a list of the top 5 most hated skateboarding channels on YouTube in 2023. But before I do get...
I'm not on this list, by the way. Like that's not why I'm watching this with you guys. It's just some of the points he makes.
Into this video, I just want to mention that this is 100% opinion based and it's really hard to tell which channels are hated the most. But if you go to a skate park and ask people, you definitely get a whole bunch of opinions. And these are the top 5 most hated skateboarding channels. But also, before I do get into this video, I just want to mention that I do have the top 5 biggest skateboarding channels on YouTube.
I just noticed that he's wearing a lav mic. I've never seen a white lavalier mic. That's actually pretty clean.
And let's just get into this video. The first channel on this list is John Hill, just because of his skateboarding and vlogging. His skills are incredible. He was actually a professional skateboarder for Birdhouse. However, he left to do YouTubing, and a lot of people in the skateboarding industry did not like that. Just because you're a crazy skateboarder doesn't mean that you're able to make crazy vlogging.
I don't think John Hill was ever pro, and I haven't heard too many stories of people in the industry getting pressed that he does YouTube. John Hill definitely does get a lot of hate, especially with like Gifted Hater, you know, taking shots at him a lot now. Maybe there was a few people from his old team that like make jokes or talk shit that he got into YouTube. The way this guy makes it sound, he's like, a lot of people in the industry didn't like that. I don't know.
And skateboarding is a perfect element of skateboarding and talking to the camera.
No, yeah, he went pro for Revive. That's what I meant. He went pro for Revive, but I don't think he was pro on Birdhouse. I could be wrong, but I think he only went on one trip with them, something like that. I could have my facts wrong.
Crazy vlogging. Vlogging and skateboarding is a perfect element of skateboarding and talking to the camera. However, with John Hill's YouTube videos, it's mostly just talking to the camera and just having clickbait videos and thumbnails. After subscribing to his channel, you can see that most of his videos are just repetitive with the same tricks at different spots with different topics. However, it's just the same thing over and over and over again.
There's obviously got to be a balance. You know, I wouldn't say most of his videos are majority talking. I like the way he structures them. It'll be like a talking bit, then a skate session, a talking bit, like kind of like, you know, going over the tricks he just learned or whatever, and then another skate session. I feel like he does a good job at like balancing it. Yeah, John's my boy, bro. I fuck with John. He's an amazing skater, and this dude said he ends up doing the same tricks just at different spots, which I feel like is so cap. Bro, John has an insane bag of tricks, bro. One day he'll be doing kickflip front smiths on a rail, and then the next vlog he'll be doing like a crazy manual combo. Like, out of anyone on YouTube in skating, I feel like John Hill mixes it up the most. Me, my homies, someone like Luis Mora, when he was skating a lot on his channel, you know, like, he kind of would go through the same tricks, like half cab heel, hard flip. Like, everyone's got their bag. But John Hill has a huge bag, bro. Like, he is a well-rounded skater. So, to say that he ends up doing the same tricks in these videos, I don't know about that.
However, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. More specifically with John Hill's attitude, John Hill is always positive in his videos, and that's pretty bad because when you're actually looking for an authentic video channel, it just shows that he's not really being real. He's just doing the same thing over by trying to be positive and try to spread it. However, in reality, a human being's not always going to be positive, and you're only watching 10 minutes of his life. He's just being a positive dude trying to spread it, but is that really how he acts in his personal life? We don't really know. You don't know if it's a real or a fake emotion that he's showing, or it's just for clickbait. I think that's why a lot of people hate his channel.
I've met John in person. I've skated with him. I've filmed with him. He's how I expected him to be off camera. Definitely a lot more in his old videos. He was more positive and like very, you know, over the top, had that like YouTuber persona. But if you watch his videos now, he definitely is not only positive. You know, he'll show him, if he gets mad at a trick, he'll show him, you know, yelling and shit.
Let's move on to the next hated channel. The next channel on this list is Braille Skateboarding. As most of you guys probably know, if you watched my last video, is that they are the biggest skateboarding channel out there. And just because they're the biggest skateboarding channel, it makes them the most hated channel. Braille Skateboarding is where every skater starts by learning different tricks from different tutorial videos from their channel. But after getting a lot of experience, you learn that there are other skateboarding channels out there with so much more crazier tricks than Braille Skateboarding. Just because they have a huge channel doesn't mean that they're the most skilled channels. They were able to create a huge following because of their course in skateboarding to teach kids how to skateboard and do different tricks. And that is why so many people hate Braille Skateboarding, is because their skills are so much more expected than what they actually showing. All they're really doing is just vlogging and just showing the same tricks over and over. Just like with John Hill just goes to a different spot with the same tricks. However, with Braille skateboarding, it's the same skate park, it's the same tricks and the same people over and over and over and over.
Same people. he wants them to just bring in new skaters every bit. No, it definitely does get repetitive, like having every video be in the same park. Even when before they had the warehouse, when they were filming a lot at Fremont, it definitely does get repetitive. But I think most people just don't like the like weird skateboard like video. I used to eat those shits up when I was younger. Obviously, I grew out of them.
Hard to be entertained with a Braille skateboarding channel because their videos are just so repetitive. That's why when skaters gain experience in skateboarding and go to different skateboarding channels, they learn that they are professional skateboarders with more skills and they deserve more credit than Braille skateboarding, and that's why Braille gets so much hate. There's also a dark secret to
Bro, Braille films so many videos in a day. They knock out, bro, they could film a video in like 30 minutes. It's insane. Like, they just have a list of videos they're going to film that day. Boom, 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 boom. Film them back to back to back. They're not very, like, you know, well thought out. They kind of just whatever happens. But, you know, they found that's the business model that works for them. They have a huge catalog of videos that are being watched every month. So, hey.
Braille Skateboarding's owner, Aaron Cairo, was affiliated to Scientology when there was an ad on YouTube showing that he was part of Scientology and that he was a Scientologist. However, we cannot confirm that he is part of Scientology and that Braille is some kind of way to get kids into skateboarding so they could be part of the Scientology community. We cannot confirm that because Braille Skateboarding has never posted up a video stating what they actually think about Scientology and if they are affiliated with it.
Braille or Aaron Cairo, anyone, they've never mentioned it once. You know, when I've been there dozens of times. Obviously, it's not hard to tell. You know, Aaron Cairo has like a video on their YouTube channel or some shit. I don't fully understand what Scientology is, so I don't have too strong of an opinion on it. All I know is they've never tried to push anything on me. So that sounds like a reach, but he didn't say it was a fact. You know, he said there's no way to prove that. I don't think they're trying to get kids into skating so they can get into Scientology or anything like that.
All these different kinds of beliefs, so they're just going there for the skateboarding. But once people grow up and become adults, then it becomes more clear what they may be affiliated with and people start hating for their beliefs and whatever it may be. Braille Skateboarding has never created a video stating if any of their members are affiliated with Scientology. At this point in time, we could only assume if Braille Skateboarding is affiliated with Scientology.
I've tried to Google it and try to figure out like what it's about, but I don't get it. I don't get it.
Or against Scientology. We have no evidence of either one. Do you guys think that Braille Skateboarding is using skateboarding as a way to manipulate kids into joining their organization so they're able to get more followers in Scientology? Comment below what you guys think and let's move on to number 3. The next channel on this list is Garrett Ginner, mainly because he looks like he's a spoiled brat getting whatever he wants and never being appreciative of what he's getting. The main reason...
Bro, that shit caught me so off guard when I heard him say that. I expected, when he said a spoiled brat, I was like, what the? That sounded insane. And I thought he was going to say something like, just because he has nice things and shit like that. Like, oh, he has a Tesla, he has a nice home. But listen to what he ends up saying.
Brat getting whatever he wants and never being appreciative of what he's getting. The main reason why I'm saying this is because he was a sponsored skater by Richter, by different companies in the skateboarding industry, and he does live in California, but he never showed appreciation for any of it. Eventually, Garrett did lose all his sponsors, just like Richter and his board sponsors or whatever it may be. So when you look at it, it really shows how much he really didn't care about the companies and he just wanted to focus on himself. But that being said, he did stop uploading to his channel. Now he
didn't provide any evidence. He just said he never appreciated any of the product that he got from his sponsors. That's all he said. He didn't back it with any evidence. And I grew up watching Garrett, bro. I watched every unboxing. He was constantly saying, thank you so much. Go follow this company. You know, even when he gives away product, to this day, on his Instagram story, he'll be like, you know, just to be clear, no shade towards any of these companies. I'm not going to get around to using this stuff. And, like, there's people that need it more than me. Like, I have never once got the vibe that Garrett didn't appreciate, like, the product that he received or something like that. He was sponsored by a lot more companies back then, but I don't think their reasoning for dropping him was, oh, this YouTuber kid doesn't appreciate it.
Only uploads his videos once a month, but before he was uploading daily. So it really shows how much he really just caring about his own life. And that's why a lot of people start hating on his channel, is because when you stop uploading videos to YouTube, it really shows how much you're not appreciative of your viewers who are actually trying to watch your videos and try to support you. Instead, you're actually just going to a different channel, create a different channel, which he did, which was for gaming. However, we wanted to see more of his lifestyle, and that's what a lot of comments are saying in his comment section, is that he does not upload enough and we don't see his personal life as much as we used to.
Bro said because he doesn't upload as much anymore. He doesn't appreciate the people that are trying to support him. What? And there's a problem that he doesn't show as much of his personal life anymore. Bro, I stopped showing like my mom and dad in videos as much anymore, just because I was like, oh, people on the internet are weird as hell. Like they get too invested and they try to. There's nothing wrong with not showing as much of your personal life anymore. Garrett be chilling. This dude loves to say that motherfucker doesn't appreciate shit. But just because he made a new channel doesn't mean, like, he still uploads on both. Maybe just not as much as back in 2017 because he was uploading daily back then. That was the norm back then.
In spot number 4, we have Jason Park, mainly because of his personality, and it's so weird that he does videos with his weird sayings and quirkiness and whatever it may be. So some people like it, some people hate it. Just like John Hill, Jason Park was a course skater who created video parts for Thrasher.
Wait, peep this thumbnail. All right, here. Bro, this thumbnail had me dying, bro. I don't know why, like, I've never seen that video. But, like, just seeing it when homie's scrolling through Jason Park's channel, like, hating, and just seeing that, just, I don't know, I just started fucking cracking up.
Crazy, insane tricks in his video part, half cap, inward heel, all these different kinds of tricks that he was inventing, and it was pretty crazy. So what he does is he actually uploads videos with his wife to make sure people can see his progress and his own wife's progress and how much he teaches her. And that is the problem right there. A lot of people don't want to see Jason Park's wife skate. They want to see Jason Park skate because that's what they subscribe to see his crazy flat ground, his creative tricks and creative spots that he has around his area.
He explained it so wholesome. He was like, Jason Park uploads videos with his wife so people can watch his progress as well as his wife's. And that's the problem right there. It just went from like a wholesome explanation to he shouldn't be doing that, bro. I was like, what? I didn't expect Jason Park to be on this list.
However, a lot of people hate the fact that he's been using iPhone for most of his footage, so a good upgrade would be very, very useful. If you upgrade your equipment, it would go so much more further because now people are going to get better quality imaging and voice and whatever it may be. So again, a real upgrade would be very helpful to his channel. But that's why a lot of people hate, because of the quality that he's actually providing is not the quality that we expect.
Motherfuckers cannot tell that you're using an iPhone. Very few people can tell when you're using an iPhone. I filmed on my phone. 90% of my videos were filmed on my phone for the last like year and a half. Motherfuckers couldn't even tell. I would get DMs and comments all the time like, yo, what do you film on? What camera do you use? And I'd be like, iPhone 13, iPhone 14, whatever. And they'd be like, wait, really? For your vlogs too? And I'd be like, yeah. Hardly anyone could tell. And I rarely see anyone complain because it's so convenient to just use a phone. I obviously just recently upgraded to using this camera for my videos, which I don't see myself going back. That's insane to say he gets hate because he uses his iPhone. 60 to 70% of YouTube skaters use their iPhone, bro.
The last channel on this list is Conti, and if you are a skater subscribed to his channel, you know that he pretty much sold out skateboarding. Basically, Conti was a skateboarder out of New York City, and that's why a lot of people subscribe to his channels because they want to see New York City skateboarding. After 3 years of uploading videos, he has not uploaded one video of skateboarding. He actually changed up his whole YouTube channel. That's why a lot of skaters hate his channel, is because he was a skateboarder and he was pretty good. After uploading just travel vlogging, a lot of skaters hated it and looked at it as selling out skateboarding because all he does now is just travel.
I don't even know what that means. What does it mean to sell out skateboarding? Like, what does that even mean? Like, it's one thing to say, oh, this guy sold out, but to sell out skateboarding, that's more of like Barracks, selling the company to Hypebeast. But that's not, you can't say, oh, they sold out skateboarding. They don't make up all of skateboarding, and neither does one guy, one YouTube channel. He simply branched out. He's doing something different, which is smart. And I don't even hear skaters talk about Brett Conti. And he just said he hasn't uploaded a skate video in 3 years. He's clearly not a skate YouTuber, a skate channel. So like, why is he even on this list?
He doesn't care about skateboarding as he used to. He hasn't even put one shred of his cash into skateboarding to help the industry. The main reason why his channel is so successful is because his channel has nothing to do with skateboarding, which is a small community. He has a broad audience based off traveling and vlogging and financials. So his channel is very successful, not because of skateboarding, but because of his uploading his content. To us as skaters, it just looks like he's sold out skateboarding, mainly because when he uploads videos now, it's just for a broad audience, so people could come to his channel, so he could make money off YouTube, so he could somehow survive. But in the end, you have to remember where you came from, which is skateboarding. And
bro's mad at him for making a smart business and just a
smart decision in general, bro.
He literally explained exactly why Brett Conti is successful, more successful than he would have been in skateboarding. He literally just explained that and then said, that's why he gets hate. You got to remember where you came from. Who let bro cook?
In the end, it just shows that he never cared about skateboarding. He never loved it. He actually abandoned skateboarding and he completely forgot where he came from. So that is my opinion on all these 5 channels that are the most hated.
Bro forgot where he came from because he branched out of his YouTube content. I'm sure he still cruises on his board. I'm sure he can still tray flip. Motherfucker just grew up. Some people just grow out of skating.
It's literally that simple. He's trying to make it like all deep. Like, he sold out skateboarding. He forgot where he came from. He never loved it as much as he portrayed. I feel like this video would have been a little more respectable if he just said, I mean, he did say they were his opinions, but he kind of like painted this video as, oh, this is why the skate industry hates these channels. Most of what he said just sounded like why he doesn't like the channels. People being mad at the first 2 for being happy is wild.
Bro can't be happy, dog. What?
Skate for life. I feel like you have a lot of potential. You know, I feel like I could see your channel getting a little bigger. I think you should just, you know, like I'm bringing him up again, Gifted Hater. You know, when he sits there and states his opinion, he doesn't say, "Oh, this is what everyone thinks." You know, he's giving you his opinion as his opinion. But your video just came off as like, this is why everyone hates these channels, and it just like a lot of it just wasn't backed. But keep doing your thing, G.